Hey, what's up, everybody?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Absolutely. We are so glad that you guys tuned in to Saturday's morning, the best podcast crew.
Yes.
Well, we're just real people.
Dealing with real issues.
Absolutely. We're excited. What's going on with you today?
Hey, I'm blessed. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm sitting on top of the hill
Woo!
from which cometh my help,
All right now.
knowing all my help
Comes from who?
from the Lord.
All right.
Oh, man, how your week been?
It's been great.
Absolutely. So what we talking about today, Shan?
Word about inflations.
Word about inflations. Good topic.
Yes, it is.
I think we're gonna have fun with this one.
Hey.
Now listen, you guys, we're gonna pick on some of y'all today. This is a real issue, right?
Yes, it is.
Because inflation is, is skyrocketing.
Everything is higher than what it was before.
Folk around here price gouging. I mean, man, it seems like the minute a problem come out, everybody just jump on board with hiking up things.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Why my paycheck ain't hiked up? They want to hike you up 70 cents, 65 cents. And then the eggs go up $6.65. This stuff ain't adding up to me. Somebody,
It's
please help us.
What is it? Help a brother.
Help a brother out. Y'all around here, now listen. Y'all got to do better. You listen, America. I'm going to need for y'all to do better.
All right.
Right? Now, cost of everything is going up.
Yes, it is.
The cost of living.
Yes.
The cost of eating.
Yes. Gas.
Drinking. Marriage. Oh, sorry. Everything is going up. You know what else? Everybody.
What?
Everybody inflating everything, jacking the price up. I might have to jack the price up on you.
Okay. See how you want to do.
Listen,
you ain't right.
No, but seriously, no, I'm just clowning. So listen, I don't understand something, and I need you. I need you, and I need the audience to help me understand this.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
Now these folk around here talking about inflation, right? I seen somebody in the store the other day.
Yeah.
They had a shopping cart getting their groceries. So they went to the egg aisle. I think you had this moment too. And they saw that the eggs used to be a thing of flat eggs was used to be. Yeah, let's talk about your moment.
It depends on how many dozens you're getting. I normally go and get the 60 count.
Okay.
And it usually be like $6.
Okay.
But when I went into the store last week, it was $13.
You put them back.
I put them back.
Now she made this her issue now, so we're gonna go on with this now. So here's where I take issue at. Now, folk running around here, right? I'm gonna pick up my wife, everybody, because she took it that everybody, America, y'all seen her take that, and she embraced that.
I did.
Now, people going to these stores, right? Getting their shopping carts. Folk more cautious now, more conscious about the price of things more so now than they ever been.
Yeah.
But for the life of me, I can't get how you can go to the store and pick up a thing of eggs, right? And see that they don't hike the price up by $3, $4, $5, and you put the eggs back, something that would last you for a week or two in your home. But then you leave that same store the cautious person you are and the conservative person you are about how high the prices is in the grocery store, and then you would drive 2 to 3 city blocks down the road and whip up in Chick-fil-A, whip up in Panda Express, whip up in Burger King, and pay not $8.95 or $9 or $10.30, but you paying 19, 18, 19, $20 for that same meal and pay that price. And then most people, now I'm not talking about you in this instance, but most people, they'll look at it and they'll complain. Oh my God, that's how much the number 10 is now at Sonic. That's how much it is now. Oh my God. But they'll still pull that credit card out and swipe it. But they just left the store from getting groceries for their house and talking about inflation is just too high. I can't afford this. I don't get it.
Well, to me, it was just a moment. And when I shared it with you, like I thought about it, but it was like
I don't get it. But anyways, we have to change habits, right? And some habits, that's old habits, I think that we should break them because things are going up high, and stuff is getting outrageous and it's getting hard to afford it. And I was joking earlier, but everything going up, but my paycheck, but your paycheck, they the rate of the pay increases is not keeping up with the rate of, consuming, the things that we need in life, such as groceries and, and water and gas and all that stuff. Everything is going up. Look, they jack gas. They jack gas up so high when they brought it down. We thought they brought it down. They ain't brought it down. They just brought that jump down to another higher price than it was before. It was already high from the get-go. Yeah. And they jacked it up to extremely high, unprecedented high, right? And then they brought it back down to the normal high. We just so excited. Oh, we back down to $3.50 a gallon. It's so better than $5 a gallon. Absolutely, it's better than $5 a gallon. But $3.50 a gallon is still high gas in my opinion.
It is.
I'm old school, so I was, in them days when gas was, $3-4 or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, what I'm getting at, I guess, some habits got to break, right?
Yeah,
habits need to break. When we're on budgets. This goes back to, some of the earlier shows that we did when we did the budget planning, and when you're paying down debt and if you done pay down all your debt, then you save up your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living, right? Mm-hmm. And then you got to go back to that mode. And when you're in that mode, when you're in that paying off debt mode and saving up emergency funds, you're no longer going into these restaurants and you're no longer, eating out all the time. Because everything mattered because you wanted to finish paying off your debt, you wanted to come out of debt, and you wanted to get the emergency fund up, and then you wanted to get a good savings up, for whatever you're gonna do, buy a house or whatever you're gonna do. So I think that in this situation with the inflation, I think we should take the same mindset.
Okay.
Get back in the mindset of prices are too high right now, and prices are rising at an alarming rate, more so than my income is. So now I'm putting out a whole lot more than I had budget to put out, right? Yeah. So what can I do to counter this? I can't afford the eggs. I can't afford the milk. I can't afford, the meats. I mean, meats are absolutely off the chain. And they call the little packs of meat in there to call it family packs. Them ain't no family pack. That ain't what we growed up on. There's no family pack. That meat, they got the meat they got the meat in the stores now, right? Publix, Walmart, these stores you go in now. Mm-hmm. And the packs, they put these meat in these long behind packs or whatever, these narrow long packs. And they cut the meat so thin and they slide it down to the pack, and the meat barely lay on top of the other meat as it sits in the pack. So it appears to be a lot. And then they write family on there. What family that is? That ain't my family. I need about 3 of them. Right? I mean, I can't feed my family off that one pack of meat. And guess how much that one pack of meat is? $39.94.
Yeah, it's high.
you're gonna spend $90. You get your 3 family packs of meat these days.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Especially if it's in the quality meat. The bad meat is expensive too. You know, the pig tail and the pig feet, which I don't eat. You know what I mean? But you know the slop, the scrap meat. You know that scrap meat, the hog maws, what that meat? What the sorry meat is that people be buying? A turkey neck. That's sorry meat.
Chitlin.
No, rings, chitlin was stolen a long time. They always be. If anybody putting chitlin in the stores, they need to put them in jail. Put that nasty stuff in the store, killing people, folks getting heart attack behind that stuff these days. But my point is that the meat. I'm just extra.
Yeah. No, you're okay. No, you're okay.
The point is the meat is high, right?
It is.
There was once upon a time you can go in the store, right, and you can spend. You go in the store, you can spend $100, and you can come out with your few bags.
Yeah, in your shopping cart.
Do you know you can go? Do you know you go in that store right now today and spend the same $100, and you can put it all in one bag?
Yeah,
and you don't need no shopping cart. You know stuff is high when you could take $100 worth of groceries and put it in the little hand basket.
Yeah,
but then you, not you personally, but I'm just saying, then you want to go in there and complain about how high the prices is and putting stuff back and cutting back. You can't afford this here, and I can't get what I used to buy. But then every time I look around, you pulling out a doggone Zaxby's.
Right, but it's right.
You're pulling out these restaurants and stuff. Every Sunday, somebody from the church going out to eat, and you on the scene. Every time I look around, you at the restaurant. No good and well. You're good while you're eating, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking about, Lord Jesus, let me bring this bill to me. I ain't gonna be able to give her no tip now because they charging too much. And then you want to justify yourself by not giving that worker no tip. You ain't got no business in there. If you can't tip them people, right?
Yeah.
You can't give them this. You go in there and spend, $50 on eating a plate of food that they don't even give you a lot of food no more on the plate. Matter of fact, in my opinion, they ain't never gave you no whole lot of food on the plate. No. And then you go in and spend all that money on that food in there, and then you wanna be conservative when it comes down to tip. Well, I'm only gonna give her 3%. I think that's being fair. 3% on a $50 ticket or something like that. You can get a lady $6, $7. How the lady gonna pay for her gas like that? And gas $10 a gallon.
Yeah, you right.
Gas $10 a gallon.
No, it ain't $10. You seen that gas? It's in the threes.
Oh, it's down to it's down to
$3.29 or something.
It feels like $10 a gallon sometimes when I
no,
get
it's not. It's not.
Listen, I'm in the gas station a couple of days ago, and before it came down to 3, when it's like up there like $4 something, almost $5 a gallon, right? So I went in and I paid for like $25 for gas, right? I'm driving the little car. So I put $25 worth of gas in there, right? So I got back in the car, and then something had distracted me. And then I had crunk up the car, and I thought about it. I said, I looked at my knee. I said, hey, I forgot to put the gas in. And I got ready to get out, and I said, God, be more careful. I did put that gas in there.
It didn't move.
Neither ain't move. The needle didn't move nowhere. So, but listen, we got to be. It's all right to be conservative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I want you to be. I want you to know. I'm a firm believer in knowing, just like like I say, how much coming in your house.
Yeah.
When somebody owe you something, and how much you got coming in, and when it's supposed to come in, where it's supposed to come in, where it comes from, when FedEx flying it in, when FedEx ground is driving it in, when the man gonna get it in his truck and drive it out to your house. He gonna come that morning, or he gonna come at noontime. He gonna come by dinner time. However, when the package on the porch, everything. Everything about what's coming to you. Then how much you're gonna put out.
You're right.
Got to keep count of that stuff, right? You should know you should keep track of just as how much you putting out as you got coming in. And too many people too easily, they make it too easy. It's a game. They make it so easy for you to just go and swipe that card. Half of y'all don't be asking for no receipt, y'all. And then if you get a receipt, I don't even know what some people ask for receipts for. Do you want your receipt, ma'am, sir? Oh yeah, give me a receipt. Then you take the receipt, and the receipt put the receipt down in your bag. Then you put it in the bag where your wet products at, like your drinks and stuff like that. Receipt sticking to you, sticking to your drink.
Mhm.
Then when you get home and take everything out the bag, it's receipt in the bag. You wet, probably going in the garbage can or going in your bag drawer, wherever you save your bags at. You understand? So you ain't keeping an accurate count of what you got going out. I guarantee you, if we change our habits, even in inflation won't affect you as much. You know, stop going into these people restaurants, eating all the time. You know, back out of that stuff. Stop shopping. Some of you shoppers, you know, you end up crying about the prices of stuff, but yet you still spending that money. And then then we're in a generation now. I feel like that's just lazy, that don't want to cook, you know, and prep and plan meals. So they rather eat out. So they'll rather sacrifice. Can you imagine, like, you paying like $30? You remember back not too long ago, $30 would pay for you and me to eat.
Yeah.
Now $30, you know, it's just paying for me. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can get you. All right, it's time for these shout outs once again. Listen, if you're in the Orlando area, New Chief Cornerstone, they are located at 820 South Park Avenue, Winter Garden, Florida, under the leadership of Dr. Clarita M. James and Pastor Norman James. If you're in that Orlando area and you need a church to attend, stop in. Tell them Josh and Sharon sent you. Also, Christ the Redeemer Ministry, 4721 East Moody Boulevard, Palm Coast, Florida, under the leadership of Apostle Robert and Betty Davenport. Listen, stop in. If you're in the Palm Coast area, see Pastor Davenport. Listen, if you want to church here in Tennessee, the Church of Churches, yes, that is none other than New Hope Church of God in Christ, 303 South University Street, under the leadership of Pastor Anthony and Lady Graham. This is a church of churches where you can clap your hands, stomp your feet. Come on to New Hope. Yes, New Hope. Also, we want to just thank everybody that supports us, that always show love to this podcast. We thank you wherever you are. It means the world to us. So keep liking, subscribing, and sharing. All right.
Let me get in there.
I had to count up the cost. $30, you know, and then imagine doing that every day. Like some people I know, you know, going to the restaurants or whatever the case may be, and every day for lunch break. Where my thing at? I got it on. I be hitting the wrong button lately. Well, that's the baby crying. I be hitting the wrong button lately. Y'all, I don't mess with this stuff like I used to. Where my stuff at? I'm holding up the show right now, looking for it. But anyways, that ain't it. That ain't it. I'll be in. Still not what I want, but that's cool.
Yeah.
In case y'all didn't hear it, I ain't played it again for y'all. Eat out every day.
Yep.
But we got to do better.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. You know, habits are hard to break sometimes. So I have my habits too. You know, I do things that I shouldn't do.
I'm working on it.
Like me, I go run, do a good exercise. You know, and then the next day I'm at Dairy Queen. You know, give me a what they call them, Frosty. No, what they got at Dairy Queen.
They have your
the brick or whatever it's
what
called.
is it? Like hot fudge.
No, what the ice cream called when it turned upside down? It's not a Frosty, but it's called
Sunday.
No. Anyway, back to what we talk about. Sorry, y'all, we got off track this day. We do that time to time. But getting back to it, basically the whole point of this thing is to get away from spending the unnecessary money. Get out the old habits of just doing things I know some people, they don't even really be hungry. They just pull up in the restaurant and just to order some food and eat because it's a habit. It's just a habit. It's just doing things off of instinct, because you're just accustomed to doing it and you do it all the time. It's almost become like a force, a habit to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like almost like out of control, like no control or whatever the case may be. And people got to snap out of that, and we all have those issues. We all deal with, some things that we could do better. But my whole point today is the people that really complain about inflations and going in these stores, these shopping baskets and stuff like that, and putting all this stuff back and don't want to buy anything because it's outrageously too high. How could you justify doing that and not taking care of the household and filling up the refrigerator with the necessities that you need to make meals to last? We're going down to a restaurant to pay for a plate of food. That in a few minutes, soon as you're done with it, that's over with. Ain't no coming back to that. And don't tell me you're gonna take what you don't eat and put it in the refrigerator and eat it later, because some of y'all be sticking that food in that refrigerator and don't put no lids on, no cover, and that stuff don't be no good. Be sitting there 2 or 3 days. I'm all off topic.
You're all right.
We're just dealing with this inflation.
Thank you for tuning in to today's podcast with Let's Conversate with Josh and Sharon. They truly appreciate your support. Thank you for following them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, subscribing to their YouTube channel. If you would like to make a contribution towards the podcast to further its reach, please feel free to do so with Cashapp, $Let's Conversate. Again, thank you for watching Let's Conversate with Josh and Sharon. Back to today's podcast.
And just trying to help, people to, like be more conservative and save more of their money, have better buying power.
Yeah.
With your money. And the only way you're going to have better buying power with your money is you got to have your money.
Yeah.
Right? The only way you're going to have better buying power is to not spend your money on unnecessary things. Eating out all the time, shopping when everything is going up. Be conservative. Hold on to your money. Spend wisely. I advise people to start getting, if you wasn't a coupon getter before, I don't have time for that. Well, you need to make time for it. If you complain about all the prices of everything, you better figure out some kind of ways to cut it, because listen, just you sitting there complaining about everything too high,
not gonna do anything.
It ain't gonna do nothing. You got to make the change. The change start with you, right?
That's true.
And I guarantee you, if you take some of these methods or whatever that these crazy ideas that I be coming up with and Sharon be coming up with, and we apply some of it to our lives, I'm sure it help us out somewhat. And,
it's helpful.
I believe it would be helpful, if we just change up a few things that we do, and you will find that you can afford.
That's true.
Even in the time of inflation.
That's true.
Even in the time of things going up, because a lot of our spending, there's a great percentage of our spending that we do throughout the week that we don't necessarily have to do. Absolutely. That if we held on to that, we have more to do the things that we need to do.
That's true.
So that's what I'm sticking with.
Because I eat out.
Absolutely. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So absolutely. So anyway, so y'all tell me what you think. Should do people have the right to complain? Here's the question for you guys. Do people have the right to complain about the cost of groceries that will go in your house that you could prepare meals with through the week if they are still entering restaurants on a regular basis and spending almost double what you were spending 2 years ago for the same meal without consequence? Right?
Yeah.
So do you have the right to complain?
No.
Or not? It ain't so much about the right. Should you complain? Why would you complain?
Why?
About the cost of the groceries, but yet you still making unhealthy choices by staying in these people's restaurants, paying them high prices for a plate.
That's true.
A plate. I wanted to feel like I'm making it sound. A basket of groceries versus a plate of food. That don't even add up, do it?
It doesn't.
That don't even look good, do it?
Mm-mm.
A bag of groceries, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What you got in that bag? In that basket of groceries, you got some fruit, little vegetables, some meat, maybe some cans, drink.
Yeah.
Good.
Kool-Aid.
Color water. That's what I call it. So you got a good variety of different things.
Yeah, you do.
A plate. It might have a variety of different things on there too, but probably
at the moment.
That's a good point.
At the
moment, you got a piece of meat. You got a dinner roll over here, cornbread, whichever you prefer. You got a little vegetable, some steamed broccoli. They give you a little scoop of.
Mm-hmm.
You might have some mashed potatoes, some rice.
But I can go on over here, and I can have a couple of meals.
Absolutely, and you come back for seconds. So if I'm gonna spend, the $30 that I'm spending, so you're probably averaging about, right now at a good meal at any fast food restaurant, I think on their menus, the 1 through 9 menu, or number 1, number 2, number 3, on that menu, the average meal probably right now is probably about what, by the time you get everything, the drinks and everything, you probably about like $16, $17.
Yeah, not 16, 17.
Wow. Yeah, so you're doing that every day. Some people doing that every day for 5 days, right?
Yeah.
That's somewhere about $60, $65, $70 a week.
Yep.
Right. I'm just doing the unofficial math. Think about that. A week, $70 a week you spend in restaurants, and you take that 70 and times that by 4 weeks and go grocery shopping. Right?
Yeah.
And then everything when you grocery shop, everything that you grocery shopping for, you don't eat all that up in that 1 week. You have some things that carry over to the next week, and you continue to build and build and build. And after a while, you have a house full of food versus over here just buying a plate.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get up at a restaurant, you satisfied for right then, but then later on that evening or the next morning, you're trying to figure out what your next meal gonna be. That's like a scavenger.
Ooh.
You just scavenging for that meal, but then the next day you got to do it all over.
Do it all over again.
You got to make better decisions. Am I right about
You're right. You're right.
I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just trying to be real about this thing to y'all. Y'all feel me? Absolutely. But listen, y'all know what that means. It's about that time. So tell me, what do you think? Should you complain about the cost of groceries when you are always in the restaurant with unnecessary spending? What's more important? Are you worried about inflation? You good?
I'm good.
I'm good. So we hope that something that we said, can help somebody. We always in the business of just having a conversation. We're just real people.
Dealing with real issues.
Absolutely. We don't have all the answers.
No, we don't.
We just try to have a conversation about things.
That's right.
Right? So you might have an answer to help us. So we're not Wall Street. We're not white collar. We're just ordinary, everyday people. So we live in this life. So we talking about what we live.
That's right.
What we done live, what we done been through.
Uh-huh.
So we're relatable.
Yes.
That's all. We're just trying to be relatable. And we opening up the conversation, having dialogue. But listen, we got to get ready to get up out of here. We want y'all to go on and just enjoy the rest of your day. Right? Happy Saturday to you.
Saturday. Be safe.
Absolutely. So until next time, I want you to tell somebody that Josh and Sharon is on.
Yes.
2 people dealing with real issues. All right? I done dragged it out long enough, ain't I? Deuces.